wanted to share with you the wiring up of a Nest to a Worcester Greenstar 28i Junior boiler. I looked around on YouTube, but there just wasn't anything that fit this specific type of boiler. There was other versions, but the wiring is all different within. So what I've done, I've drawn a little bit of a wiring diagram that let me just get that for you. I got the details from Piston Heads. Someone else had drawn it and it just fit the bill completely of what I needed, because when I first bought the heat link, I use a RF transmitter which is just battery powered, so it's not actually wired to the boiler itself. It just uses this control panel which clips into the front of the boiler there. You can hear the boiler whizzing away now because I've just been testing it out. So when I bought the Nest, I knew I'd have to do some wiring, and when I took this apart, my heart sank. So I just wanted to go through the wiring, so I'll be back in a second. So I've turned the boiler off at the switch, and this is the wiring. When I opened it up, there was a faceplate on, and so there's a screw there, screw there, screw there. Take this off to reveal the wiring. This is the wire that I've put in, these three here. In its place between the live start and the live return was a jumper, which is here. You need to take this out whenever you're wiring Nest. So I took that out. I've put in a neutral to the stat, live to the stat, a live return. I've just used 3-core flex, and I've just sleeved that so you know it's not on earth. This goes, because I'm having my heat link in my cupboard next to my boiler, it doesn't have to be all nice and tidy, so I'm just going to put it on the side there. But within here I've got neutral, linking to the neutral in the boiler, my live, and then my live return that's sleeved, and I've got a loop going from the live to number 2. The live return is number 3 on the heat link. So, I'm gonna put the boiler back together now. Put the heat link back together. I've already tested this, but there's my Nest controller. Into focus. So I'll put all that back together and I'll show you where all the screws go, in case you've never taken your boiler apart. And then this just screwed in there, so I'll get that one now. And this is the faceplate. This is where the receiver was for this little fella down here. I don't know where my original faceplate went, so I might just put this one back on and not connected up, but I'll see how that goes. So this just slots into there. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work or not, so bear with me. Right, that did go back on there, and I've tucked the cable just inside, so I don't have the original faceplate, so I would have put that back on, but I'll just keep this on in case what I've done doesn't work, and as long as the house doesn't blow up, if it doesn't work I can always put it back and then get someone to come and actually install this properly. But it's looking good so far from my test. So, and then this screw goes in there. Of course, if you come to do this, you just do work backwards from what I've done. So there's my cable to now it's just a case of putting the face back on it. So I will do that now. So here we go. There are 4 screws to this. There are 2 at the top that actually come out. 1 there, 1 on the other side. 2 at the front, 2 at the bottom, sorry. And these don't actually come out, they just sit in this little plastic holder here. And yeah, let's tighten them up. So, back on. All fine, right, everything. Let's turn it on. So that's on. There's the heat link. And I don't know where I'm going to put the actual stat yet, because trailing wire is ugly. So I don't want to have it on the wall with the wire up. I might put it on a unit over here. Might put it on there, just drill through. So I've just told my thermostat to heat up. Boiler is kicked in. Bar's still at 1, so I need to put a bit more water in. I can hear it go. So it's looking positive. That's not exploded. Later on. Thanks for watching. Hope it could help. Here's another look at the diagram. So you've got just the main feed coming into your boiler, you got the neutral and live, and then from the boiler these 3 wires out. You just need a NS, neutral stat, the live stat and the live return, and the live return goes up to number 3 on the heat link, and the live to the live, and the neutral to neutral. It's really simple really, but unless you've actually seen it drawn out like I did on, like I say, on piston heads, you won't have a clue. And you won't have to do half of what I've done if you haven't got the radio frequency or thermometers. Alright.